the more a person is directed to Arvut, that same pulse that throws him into states, it will worry to awaken him to awakening. It will make those states smaller. Look, even our corporal science, we reveal nowadays that man's thoughts, they're connected one with the other. One person on one end of the world begins to think a certain way, at the other end of the world, another person begins to think in a similar way. We had people here who worked in the newspaper media, and they said in the newspaper of Ma'ariv, they, let's say, wanted to make a headline in the morning. Barak said, "Peace unto Israel," yes? And suddenly, those who work in the other newspaper, they suddenly thought of the same exact title. How is that possible? And there was no leak. They say themselves, our nature is such that it obligates us to think this way. This is how they understand it, and we understand it clearly, that we are all tied together in one net between us, between the souls and the desire, and whatever you think passes on to all the rest. And of course, surely so, if we're yearning for the spiritual goal, then there is not what to speak of at all. There you influence the others very aggressively. That's what we call viral networking. It spreads out in this network. And this is called Arvut. It's not that, I don't know, your guys are SMSing one another all the time and playing in these silly games. That's not Arvut. That's just one big confusion. Arvut is called that I'm thinking about this, that I desire it. I am in fear that me and the others won't be worrying for the goal all the time. And that how else can I be saved from the angel of death? If they won't think along with me about this, nothing will help me. I will never be able to perform a correct calculation. Never. You can read from some book, whatever you want. Nothing can just occur from another moment without this worry. Even within the reading, if you read even half a word in adhesion and the second half you haven't, then no. You won't have the support, the network which holds you. It's like a mother who is treating her children, taking care of them. And thus, they speak of Arvut, that it's a condition for the reception of the Torah. Why couldn't I be given Torah without Arvut? What's the problem? Why do I need to be one man as one heart, as around Mount Sinai, and connect between you, and then you'll receive Torah? What for? Just give it to me. Let Moses get whatever he deserves, Aaron and the heads of the tribe there, and the masses, along with them. What's all this coercion? And what? We all have to be one man and one heart? Like Moses is not worth anything if the nation doesn't want it along with him. If I have a few good desires, what does this now have to do with all my bad desires? Just take them from me. It's the same thing in one person, just like in all the general, in everyone. We have to understand that this support, it is a condition that without it, you cannot realize the Torah. So why should you be given it? Why should you draw the light that reforms? You won't be able to draw it, actually. And even if you would, it won't draw you correctly to the goal, because you're directed to the goal not according to your mind and emotions. The others direct you to the goal. If they'll think about something else in their life, you'll be directed to there now. Make a exercise, yes? Think, I don't know, about Bamba, Beasley, or Coke, Coca-Cola, and you'll see how suddenly you're all thinking about this together. that it simply, our desires, our thoughts simply control one another in this manner. You work in advertisement, right? I have to explain this to you. You guys intentionally, even slyly, you utilize this ideal. You guys have to be slaughtered first for this. You guys are filling the network of a connection between man with all this garbage that it's passed on from one person to another, and that we're all in captivity of all these values that the advertisement agencies dictate for humanity.